Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Number one. Housing Development Progress. Number one and the best. Housing Development Progress. Number one. Housing Development Progress. In Nigeria. Housing Development Progress. In Africa. Housing Development Program and the globe. Number one, Housing Development Program.
This is Housing Development, where we discuss housing, its affordability and accessibility to Nigerians. And today's episode will be looking at housing deficit and the upsurge of shanty towns, as well as informal settlement in Nigeria and government interventions, plus the role of data in housing provision and leveraging data for housing development in Nigeria. Before we look into that, let's watch the trending news in the housing sector. As always, I am your housing diva, Flora Adi.
Stakeholders in the construction sector have called for an enhanced public-private partnership (PPP) to prevent building collapses and improve regulatory enforcement in the construction sector. They gave the advice on Thursday in Lagos at the Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce Real Estate Outlook event with the theme Stemming the Tide of Building Collapse Incidents from Rhetoric to Action. They include Mr. Bolan Oki, General Manager, Lagos Building Control Agency, LABSCA, Mr. Ray Ateli, President, NBCC, and Mr. Kunle Adebajo, Chief Executive Officer and CEO, Ove Arab and Partners. The Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria has conferred an honorary fellowship on the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, Shehu Usman Osidi, during the Institute's 2024 CIBN Fellowship Investiture for his notable contribution to the success and growth of the bank and the Institute. Giving his opening remarks, the President and Chairman of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, Professor Pius Deji Olariwaju, highlighted the significance of the event, noting that out of the 646 awardees to be honored, 15 would be honorary fellows, 422 would be fellows, and 209 would be honorary senior members of the Institute.
Visit www.africanhousingnews.com for more housing news. Data is the life wire of every action. One needs the right amount of data to implement an action. So in order to make housing happen, stakeholders have emphasized the need to leverage on data to make housing development in the country a reality. Let's listen to the stakeholders as they speak on leveraging data for effective housing development in the country.
The whole of man's human life is about data because we're dealing with population. And let's imagine that there's a starting population. Population continues to grow and continues to increase. That same population will begin to have various kinds of demands. Demand for housing, demand for education, demand for recreation, demand for commercial use, and so on and so forth. And in order to make adequate provisions for this emerging population from time to time, we need to have data, accurate data. One of such data is population census. We ought to know how many we are. It's just like the head of a family needs to know how many mouths he has to feed. So that's essentially the use of data.
Data is very key and very important in the housing, in planning for housing, and a major way you can have a holistic plan that meets the needs by reason of where and how and numbers required is by first of all having the data collected and processed in a manner that can answer these questions, that can guide informed planning.
We want to know how many people have access to housing, how many people are living in a well built environment. So you need information. How many people have access to housing facility? What is the type of housing that they are living in? So you need data to monitor this. And if you want to plan as well, you need data. If government want to take any intervention, so they need data. So data is very critical. When government want to plan, if they don't rely on your data and your data is not genuine, then they won't be able to use that data. That is why we need data so that we can provide housing for Nigeria. How many people have access to housing? How many people don't have access? So that government will now be able to plan.
Let's go.
Huh? What is it again?
Oga, and they drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again? I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
So glad you're still with me. Nigeria's housing deficit data has been in silence with the absence of no accurate data to ascertain the actual figure of deficit. The combination of a growing population, lack of efficient mortgage system, poverty, increasing construction costs, high inflation, and declining household income has made access to decent and affordable housing difficult for many Nigerians. All the aforementioned has made data an important element in housing provision in Nigeria. These experts have this to say. Let's watch.
Housing stakeholders around the globe have recognized the importance of applying data or the analysis of data to maximize operational efficiencies, grow revenue, and also provide housing solution as required. At the same time, with so much data, the absence of no accurate data on housing deficits remains a struggle. How then can we make housing available and affordable, especially to the middle and low-income earners? Speaking at a session during the 17th Africa International Housing Show, Statistician General of the Federation and CEO, Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, Prince Adeyemi Adeniro, represented by Austin Adekora, emphasized the role of data in the Nigerian housing market and its challenges, while proffering solutions on how to address the Nigerian data challenges.
Nigeria has faced significant challenges in generating accurate and up-to-date housing statistics for decision-making. The country's housing sector is characterized by a large informal sector with weak institutional framework and limited data collection and analysis capacity. Challenges of housing data production in Nigeria. Producing real estate data in Nigeria, like many other developing countries, can be particularly challenging due to a combination of economic, sociocultural, institutional, and technological factors. Some of these challenges include limited data capturing and reporting framework. 2, incomplete financial reporting. This has to do with property owners may not report or disclose complete or valid information regarding their properties. 3, weak institutional capacity. As noted earlier, there are several federal institutions with responsibility for housing sector interventions, with each varying degree of personnel, financial, and technological resources. How the National Statistics Office can support provision of up-to-date housing sector statistics. Collaboration and partnership has been an important strategy at NBS, ensuring that the ultimate goal of delivering timely and reliable data, sector data, is achieved.
Dr. Michael Mba, Assistant Director, Economic Policy Research, Statistics, CIBN, also added that housing is a major driver of economic activities that requires data to drive its activities.
Data plays a key role in everything when it comes to the economy. And so housing is a critical component of the economy. It's a major driver of economic activities. And so data definitely will be very important to drive that sector, just like every other sector. And so, but it becomes so more important because housing is a critical element in human living. Actually, in the hierarchy of needs, is among the tops, shelter. So, getting data on how many houses we need, who need them, where do they need them, is quite critical. And that's
MD and CEO Shelter of Freak, Thiemo Habib Khan, says access to reliable data provides government with the right information to implement policies in the housing sector.
For any investor that comes into a country, they need to know the lay of the ground to understand basically what kind of opportunities and the constraints in the market and how they can really achieve the investment goals. So for that, you need to have access to reliable data and data that you can really use in your assessment of the country, of the project, and be able to be confident that your investment will be profitable. Beyond that, I think data is also important for policy making, for government to know exactly what is the situation of the housing sector and what they should do to address the challenges and the issues. So to have the proper diagnostic of the sector, you really need to have access to reliable data for that.
Executive Director and founder of the Center for Affordable Housing Finance in Africa, CAHF, Kessia Rost, describes housing as an expensive product that requires the right amount of data to manage.
Housing is a very, very expensive product and it takes a long time. And so in order to be able to plan to manage the delivery process, you need data to be able to understand what the risks are and plan for those.
Against this backdrop, there is a need for increased collaboration by key data producers and custodians so as to improve data availability and support the development of Nigeria's housing market.
Let's go.
Huh? What is it again?
Oga, as they drive this car, my mind no dey here. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again? I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
It is worthy to note that data is critical in the development of any sector. It informs policy decisions by government as well as investment decisions made by private sector participants, including funders and developers. Moving on, let's watch the top housing deals for the week on Property Hunters. This is Property Hunters, and today I have hunted a very unique, very luxurious property for you. I am at the Clinton Luxury Estate, and I'm going to be having the GM home ownership here with me. I'll be talking about this unique, luxurious estate. Good to have you on the show, Mr. Oscar.
Thank you, madam. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, so tell us about this estate. What's happening here?
Oh, you're welcome to the Navy Town. This is El Salem Nigeria Limited, we are the developer of the Clinton Castle, located here inside the Navy Town, Asokoro. Yeah. Of course, you could see what we are doing here. We are building 5 and 4 bedroom luxury detached duplexes here inside the Navy Town. You can come with me up there so that I can show you exactly what is going on in the environment.
Let's take a tour.
Yeah, you can see this one. This one is at the plastered stage now. It's roofed. Everything is going to come up well like the 3D I sent to you.
All right.
Yes. So this is one of the major roads that leads to various houses here in the state. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you can see, we are still cutting some levels in order to build. Building is going to come up here too, and also there. See. So we'll go up. You can see the serenity of the environment. So superb, very clean and neat.
Tell us, where is this location?
Asokoro.
And I understand it's just a few minutes drive to the presidential Aso Rock Villa.
That's correct. That's very correct.
Construction is ongoing?
Yes, construction is ongoing. Of course, from here now you can feel the texture of the quality of materials we are using. We are not compromising. Everything is of good quality. Look at the blocks. Yeah, it's done with a concrete cement mixture. Everything here is of good, great quality. Of course, the Navy have their own, technical team that do come and inspect what we are doing, because I told you from the beginning it's in conjunction with the Navy holdings, So they have their own team that normally come to inspect what we are doing.
So what facilities will subscribers enjoy here when they came to your project?
Good. A good asphalted road, security, CCTV. Of course, we are looking at putting solar lights on each of the building. It's going to come up with solar lights, at least 3.5, 2.5 kVA in each of the building. Security here is top notch. Security is part of it. We are going to have a gym center where people here will come every morning and register to be, gymming and stuff like that in order to be very, very fit. Yes.
All right.
Good.
So how soon are we going to see this completed?
Before this time next year.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, before this time next year.
So we're looking at a 5-bedroom duplex?
5-bedroom duplex.
Are there different house types here?
No, 5-bedroom duplexes.
And what does it come with? All in suites?
All in suites. All the whole rooms are in suites, and with walk-in closets. Of course, a very good POP designs, lightnings, good furniture you can talk about in the world. It's going to come out superb. We are not compromising quality here. Everything is going to be of high standard.
And how much is one unit going for?
Oh, good. Fully completed, we are doing for 400 for now. Then we also have option of giving a carcass, because sometimes most people would like to do their own finishing to their taste and stuff like that. So on that note, we decided to have option for carcass. And the carcass is going to come with roofed, plastered. Of course, some mechanical aspects will be, the piping is done and stuff like that. So that will be for going for 320.
Okay, but for anybody that wants to subscribe now, since you're at this level, is there a kind of special instrumental payment for the person, or is outright purchase?
Very well, very good. Of course, outright payment attracts a 5% discount, instant.
Okay.
Yes.
But you have a flexible payment plan
yes,
for somebody that wants to key into that?
We have a payment plan of 25 months. At least within a year, we expect you to complete the payment.
Okay, so if you're paying outrightly,
yes, that attracts 5%. But when you're paying instrumentally, no discount.
This is Property Hunters, and right now I'm here at another location searching for the best housing deals for you. I'm going to be checking out this housing estate right now, so come along with me. This luxury royal plain estate is seated on a 4.6 hectare land located in a very strategic, secure and serene environment of Duse district along Apollo-Kogona Highway. The 4-bedroom villa has a 265 square meters net floor area, 1-room BQ, 6 toilets, 2-car parking space, family lounge. All rooms are en suite with fitted kitchen cabinet and pre-automation wiring. Now we have the 4-bedroom twin semi-villa. It's on a 280 square meters net floor area, 1-room 7 quarters, all rooms en suite, 3-car parking spaces, family lounge, and all rooms comes with wardrobe and home automation. This is the luxury royal plain estate in Apollo-Duse, the Federal Capital Territory. This area where I'm standing right now is where we have the 4-bedroom T-Rex duplexes. Each comes with a BQ, and when completed, these are going to be smart homes. Beautiful, beautiful smart homes. As you can see, we have good access road in this estate. We have the basic amenities to make your living very, very comfortable. The DME luxury royal plain estate, 4-bedroom T-Rex duplexes, all going for sale. So why not rush now? Hurry up now while we still have this unit available. Let's go check out the other areas. Let's check out the 5-bedroom villa. It's on a 385 square meters net floor area, 1 room, 7 quarters, all rooms en suite, 5 cars parking space, a family lounge. All rooms comes with a wardrobe and home automation. All the house types you've seen right here, all the housing units are all available at the DME Luxury Plain Estate located in Apollo-Duse in the Federal Capital Territory. See that number showing on your screen? Call it right now. Let's get talking.
Hi, I'm Bob Weinsheng, CEO of iBuild Global. Keep watching the Housing Development Program.
To get any of the properties listed on Property Hunters today, call the numbers showing on your screen. Strategy struck over the weekend at Gidash Estate, Sabon Lugbe, a suburb in Abuja, where a building partly demolished caved in on persons trying to scavenge remnant of materials from the building which was being demolished by the Federal Capital Development Control. Housing Development crew visited the site to get eyewitness report.
They demolished a house, but they left it standing. Why some people go inside? Some people are on top breaking it. Why some people are under breaking it? Then all the pillars that are under break. So then the building now collapsed. Many people died, many people injured.
They do demolition, people there for up, people there for ground. Me, I hear the thing, do ragaza. I come out, 10 people don't die, 7 people there for activity. They die, the nobody die, me, I don't know.
And that building, people you come find food, you understand? So inside that thing, you knock the fence, you knock the decking. The decking, you come match people like 20 or 15 safe. You don't come out that people go. Because the thing why happen, you understand? You don't get anything for the house. It's better to come hustle. You get matter, you get children. That children, you go school, go anywhere. It's better to person come hustle. Before that hustle, their person die.
My advice is that they should come and demolish it all, so that people can get what they will eat. Some people, if they don't get food here to eat, they cannot get it anywhere. You get, that is it. May they come break them all so that may people see wetin they go chop. And if they no go break them all, may they leave the demolition, may they no continue.
And you can see it's not anybody that caused it. There's no fight here. The houses, the people are just scavenging for iron road. And that's what exactly caused it. They're scavenging for iron road. The house have been sold to them. They learned that the government control were here the day before yesterday, that's on Thursday. And they know that they will not be here on Saturday and Sunday. So they ought to use the advantage and come and scavenge for iron road. And that's what caused this. You can see even from up there, you can take a picture all over. They are still, we are trying to make sure that we ask them to go. They are not ready to go. But we are going to enforce, to make sure that they leave the site.
It's good news. Are you a stakeholder in the built environment, or you are looking for an authentic, credible source for housing and construction news in Africa? You now have an opportunity. Africa International Housing Show has now created a unique opportunity for you by establishing a full-fledged housing television, the first of its kind in Africa. You can now access information on home ownership, rental, building materials, finance, real estate and insurance, among others, all on Housing TV Africa, channel 149 on StarTime.
It will be recalled that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, ordered the immediate demolition of illegal structures at the Sabon Lugbe South District layout in the FCT. He reiterated that buildings without proper documentation from the FCT administration will be demolished, describing the developers as land grabbers. As the demolition exercise is going on, there should be proper measures put in place to avoid future occurrences of scavengers endangering their lives. The need to enhance the living condition of people in any society cannot be overemphasized. The health status of the people has serious consequences on the economy of the country where they reside, as a healthy workforce is a requirement for a vibrant economy. That's how much I can bring on today. Join me next week for another informative episode of Housing Development. I remain Flora Ani, your Housing Diva. See you soon.